All right, trying to get out here and make this money. Already at $147. My first couple hours went fantastic, and then it's been not so good. I had this great order, and then something got added on, so messed it all up. So anyway, just trying to make another 53-ish dollars, hanging out. Hey Deanna, how's it going? Hope you're having a great day. This beautiful Friday is beautiful here. Just gorgeous. I'm sitting at a park right now, just taking a break. Gotta go live. It's we have a big bridge going to the river, and it's just a really nice little place. So today I thought, well, we could talk about what inspires us. I really liked the devotion today, and it inspired me to get a journal. I didn't realize, that would be a good thing to write down as thoughts came and when it was. Anything particularly that inspires you? This weather, oh man. All right, let's see what we got in. Got a shopping order for 155 items, 3 drop-offs, going 8 miles. Sweet. I bet that paid wonderfully. How did it pay? And I guess that would be Spark, right? Since it was, oh, got it shopping. If it's shopping, it might be DoorDash. Yeah, I made like $80 my first 2 hours. And then after that, then rest of the hours, I'm at 147.90. So this is where I'm at this point. And it's a 1 to 5 minutes, but we know what that means. Not a lot. But today I had this one order, and I'm like, all right, I was thinking about talking about what inspires us or whatever. And for 1 minute longer, I can go on a scenic route just for 1 more minute. And I'm like, I kind of like to do that, just instead of being in the hustle, have an enjoyable ride. So that's what I ended up doing. I'm going to go ahead and start working towards some restaurants here. So I've only been 91 miles. I mean, I'm sure for 155 items, 3 drop-offs, 8 miles, you're probably really ahead on your gas, on your money versus miles. Hey, I had to close out. Uh-oh. So I was at, you got to close the YouTube app or the DoorDash app. If it was a YouTube app, I was just asking how much you made off of 155 items. You see my crazy order. You see my crazy order. That is a crazy order. I'd do it for like $100 and 8 miles. Sometimes I go by how long can I get this? Does it take me? If it's going to take me an hour and it's going to pay me more than 20, I might do it anyway. YouTube, someone didn't take it. 75, I didn't take it. Hey, I get it. Hey, Bear Stars, how are you? Hope you're doing good on this lovely Friday. 75, I don't know, for 75, it depends if I'd taken what the items were. If there was duplicates and stuff, I'd probably take that order. My question to everybody today is, what inspires you? That's my question. I think that's a fun one. There's so many things that, can really inspire us. My morning devotions really help me a lot. I'm still stuck on Deanna's order. I don't know if I'd take it or it would just depend if I'd take it or not. $75 for 155 items, 3 drop-offs. You'd have to have 2 carts. It would be a pain. 8 miles though. Alright, if I could do it in 2 hours, I'd probably have done it. I think the best shopping one I've gotten was about 50, but then they kept adding them. So I ended up making like 80 bucks in like hour and a half. Today I made 80 bucks in 2 hours, but they kept adding like small orders, a little bit of PetSmart, a little bit of Myers, a little bit of Target, Panera. So it was nothing big. It was just a whole bunch of little orders. 1 to 5 minutes, I'm not getting any offers. 6 cases of water, yep, that does me in. Plus tons of Gatorades going for nope. Okay, well, I definitely went and took it. At that point, 6 cases of water, no matter where it's going. I don't want it. I don't want it. I would have declined that one too. On the 4th floor, no. I just delivered just now, right before I went live. I delivered a water, and it was like the 3rd floor, 32 pack. But there was 3 doors, and they didn't tell me. It doesn't identify where the apartment or anything is. So I called, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to walk all over the apartment complex. Where are you specifically located? So I only have to carry it once. He goes, oh, no worries. I'll just come get it. I'm like, all right, cool. Thank you for the hearts. And all the little floaty things are so cute. I appreciate that. Yeah, that many waters, 4th floor. I don't care what they paid me. I would have done it. I do feel that way. This is so weird. 1 to 3 minutes. Oh, maybe I need to go to a different. Yeah. We're gonna go to a different area. It looks like different areas where it's busy. That's why I'm not getting anything. I do mostly on DoorDash. Pretty much only do shopping with a few food orders here or there. That's why I kind of wait, see how my days are going before I go live or anything, because it's like, how much shopping am I gonna do, right? So, but it's going good today. I mean, I wasn't sure. It's a beautiful, I don't know, no humidity, gorgeous day. I've rolled down my windows most of the day. I have the air on now since I'm on YouTube. But I thought, oh no, it's no orders are going to come through because it's a gorgeous day and everybody wants the shopping order. And one thing that's really weird, I was asking this lady at the dollar store, because I had a dollar store order earlier. I'm like, everybody's ordering chicken patties. She goes, I think it's a thing on TikTok right now or something. And I'm like, everybody's ordering chicken patties. It was weird. Right. It wasn't worth it to me. No, not if you have to do 8 trips, that many Gatorades or anything. I don't understand that either. Today is the 1st. Hey Amanda, how's it going? Today is the 1st. Oh yeah. Oh, because it's the 1st of the month, the orders are better. See, somebody else said watch your day of the month, and I didn't even think about that. It is the 1st of the month. Good point. I know when I did the aquariums, the lady I talked about the other couple days ago or whatever, this lady was so mad. She's like, why would they have you in that small car bring me aquariums when it's that heavy? And I don't understand why DoorDash isn't first charging extra for heavy items, second, knowing what kind of car you drive and what your weight limit is, because it should say, are you willing to lift 30 pounds? Are you willing to lift 20 pounds? I was thinking about that the day that I had all the aquariums. It's like, there should be some kind of boundaries or something where we could say we can't carry all this. There's a gentleman I always talk to, and he's in his 70s that does DoorDash. I think about him when I get these big orders. There's no way he could do any of this. Seriously, you could not do it. Folks got their checks. SSI folks got their checks. Oh, I see. Okay. And plus it's Friday. People get paid on Fridays usually. Thursdays and Fridays. My husband and I don't. It's so weird. But you know, rest of our lives we've gotten paid on Thursdays and Fridays. Hey, how's it going? Guy Hunt, the band, and a Squid Games. Oh, my kids love the Squid Games. My grandkids. I haven't watched the second one though. Watch the first one. I think I'm gonna try to force stop this because it says 1 to 5 minutes. I'm not getting any orders. I think that's super weird. Hey, Kosha Richard, how are you today? Hope y'all are having great weather where you're at. It is beautiful here. Back in the day, hey, how's it going? Just back scalloped potato. Oh, just made baked scalloped potatoes, shrimp skewers, and coffee. Oh, that sounds amazing. I am so hungry. That's awesome. I get paid Tuesday and Fridays, plus 100 gets paid on Friday as well. See, we get paid on Tuesdays too. Today's a better day, thank goodness. Awesome. I'm glad it's a good day. Yes, we get paid on Tuesdays. Those shrimp skewers and baked scalloped potatoes sounds really good. I just finished my coffee a little while ago. All right. A stacked order, $8 for 7 miles. That don't look good. So I'm gonna skip that one. Oh, decline offer. I've only got DoorDash on. No Uber all day today. I haven't even turned it on. So, and I'm glad you're having a better day back in the day. My question to everybody today is, what inspires you? When is your new grandbaby gonna be here? You know, Deanna, my daughter's asking the same question. We haven't talked a lot lately, just kind of like messaged each other here and there. And when that earthquake hit Russia, I couldn't sleep, you know, just being worried. But, and it was far away, I understand, but I still worried. So I had texted her, and I'm going to take this one though. $8 for one item at the dollar store.
Drive north on Hamburg Pike for a half.
Oh, so she texted me, and I had texted, how are you, you know. And I said, oh, maybe the baby just, because it's laying sideways instead of head down or backwards. It's like, I don't know if he's out anytime soon at this point. Deanna, grandbaby. Hey. Yes, thanks for listening. Yes, in chat. There we go. I'm back. I don't know what keeps happening. No, they keep trying to do all these things to get him head first, and he will just not go. So I figured he's like his mama and stubborn. Yeah, the Russian earthquake, tsunamis, volcanoes, something else. Oh my goodness, I didn't sleep that night. So I ended up not working Wednesday. That's when I did the live from home. Because after having the grandkids and not sleeping because I was so stressed out about it. I get myself stressed out about things I shouldn't get myself stressed out about. I said, like, forget it. I'll just make it up this weekend. So I try to make 600 a week, and that'll be definitely going to make over 600 this week. So taking Wednesday off wasn't that bad. Hoping your dollar store has the item. Our dollar store is awful. Always out of stock. Yes, and the bags break. Oh yeah, this particular dollar store, they won't give you extra bags either. What's on everyone's heart today? Hey, Christine, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Where empathy things affect us. I am so empathetic. My kids, they're like, quit feeling sorry for everybody, Mom, but I can't help it. I was worried about the whole Russia thing, and then worried about the tsunamis. All right, I'm just going to run in here real quick and pick up. It's just hair stuff. We'll see. All right, be back. And the question today is, what inspires you? So let me know. All right, that was quick and easy. Yay. Let's see what we got. It's in as it is. I think we have that. You get that. What do you call it? Oh, that mother instinct. And you have it for everybody, not just your kids. My kids and grandbabies inspire me to do my best. Oh, I love that answer, Deanna. That is a great one. Empathetic, exactly. Yes, empathetic, exactly. Yeah, the kids rescue animals keeps me going daily. Rescuing animals gives you that, makes you kind of give you that purpose, I think. So, I keep getting these spam calls today. I haven't had spam calls in forever, and now they won't stop. I have no idea why. Driving me crazy. Yeah, we just rescued twin baby deers. Oh, how sweet. Oh, I wish you could just like, when you're on the chat in YouTube, I wish you can post a picture. I'd love to see the baby deers. Much success, everyone on your platforms. Wow, cool. We have wild deer on our farm in Tennessee. What is it called? Awesome Dogs or something? I'm trying to remember what her channel is. She had like 60 deer within a mile of her house. And she did a short on it or a video or whatever. And it was so cool. I loved it. You're sweet, back in story. Hi, Hurricane. How are you? Happy birthday, me man. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I'm heading out to serve the people their favorite food and drinks. Oh, how nice, Deanna. Enjoy. Hope it's a wonderful experience. That everybody gets fed and drinks. Gets lots of drinks. 8 wild deer so far. Oh, wow. Have you checked out Vernon Thompson's channel? No, I've not heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Hey, Buck, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. What's your name, ma'am? Grandma Moore's name. And you're Buck, right? Yep, that's my name, Grandma Moore. That's what the important people in my life call me. Well, they call me Grandma. They don't call me Grandma Moore. They put a new school in here. It is ridiculously crazy. Yikes. Okay, he's gonna have me stop. Hold on, guys. We have a traffic issue. All right. Yeah, they put in this new school, put 2 schools together, and but they don't have any parking or a system for drop off and pick up. I guess they didn't think about that when they built this huge school, so it's causing some traffic issues. Here it is, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The kids should have already been picked up. Check out Vernon Thompson channel. I told you the other day. Oh, you told me the other day. I'll take another screenshot. Oh my goodness. Maybe. Did I do it? Yeah. All right. Sorry, Deanna. I get sidetracked with school just starting and the grandkids and everything. I forget. Nice to meet you, young lady. Nice to meet you, Buck. I really appreciate you being here. Just trying to get out there and hustle and learn a lot of things. Learn from you guys and y'all learn from me and have a good chat. And it's such a pretty Friday. My goodness, we're so lucky. I don't know. I've heard some people say it's hot where they're at, but I'm lucky here. So, I love talking about deer. We had these baby deer a couple years ago, and I drink my coffee and watch them come out of the woods. It was so beautiful. It's just something special about it. So innocent, you know? We get so wrapped up in all this other stuff, and when you get that nature, sweet, innocent stuff, it just brings you back. And that's kind of like doing the whole inspirational thing. It's sometimes we just get so bogged down. Somebody was honking their horn at me, and I did flip them off, which wasn't good. And I'm like, all right, step back. Don't get wrapped up into all of that. They could just honk their horn. So sometimes I gotta do more work on myself than I thought I needed to. That was horrible. Cannot believe I got mad. It's something that I pray about and work on, which I know that wasn't horrible. That was the only thing I did. I didn't roll down my window or anything like that. But still, I want to be better, be more Christ-like, you know. Oh, I've lost where I was. Back in. I am in Indiana, across from Louisville. They're having a big hot rod car show. So I've been seeing a lot of hot rods today, and I'm hoping I'll see some more and be able to switch it around and show you guys. Vernon Thompson, I checked out the channel just now. What was the other channel name? Oh, three dogs. Let me look it up. Our awesome dogs. Maybe. I'm hoping, since I don't know what it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh, what is it? I don't remember. Ain't that awful? Oh, 3 awesome dogs. But dogs is DAWGZ. And she's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and she has the deer and the different animals. So definitely check her out. 9 Acres Farm, Tennessee, asking, no problem, 9 Acres Farm. I think you're a good driver. Thank you, Buck. I gotta go. Catch up next time. All right. Enjoy feeding everybody, and thank you so much, Deanna, for all your support. You're so awesome. Buck, where you from, Dan? Thanks, Deanna. Talk to you later, Deanna. Right now, I'm in China. All right, China. I'm gonna try to get over this I'm driving this minivan crazy. Sometimes I think I cause road rage. Also, I've never been to China. I think it would be cool to go to China, though. Hey, Aubrey, how's it going? How was school today? How's everything? Isn't it pretty outside today? Yeah, what about you? Hi, I'm Trish, by the way. Trish. All right, thank you. Trish. Now we have a name. I felt so bad. Was it yesterday? Or was it? I wasn't sure to say girl or boy, and I got all stuck. Like, all right. So, awesome. Nice to meet you, Trish. I forgot y'all's name. Remind me. Senior moments. Oh, yeah, me. I have senior moments. All the time. 3 dogs. Nice. I kind of had the right of way, Uber Duber. Silly boy. You're from Kentucky. I give you a break. That's not nice, is it? Come to China. Oh, I would love to go to China. There's so many places I want to go. I was supposed to go to Italy. Had my reservations, everything. And then the pandemic hit. And I still haven't made it. I'm like, oh, it's been 6 years since since we made those reservations, and here I am, still not gone over there. But I have been to Hungary, went to Budapest for 3 weeks. Awesome. Just traveling internationally just gives you a whole different perspective of things, I think. and trying to navigate languages and cultures. I feel like it gives you such a different perspective and open your mind to things. I do feel like I was more closed-minded until I started traveling internationally. Um, you kind of think everything's the same or whatever, and it's different. I'll manage everything. Oh, awesome. I would so love to do that. Okay. Everybody's waiting for their kids to get home from school. Let me drop this off and then I'll catch back up on the comments. Hold on just a minute. Gotta make that money. Drop off this bleach hair stuff. Everybody's waiting for their kids to get off school. I think they're stuck in that traffic. Uh, yeah, AI engineer. What about you? Oh, an AI engineer. Interesting. I thought about doing some work with AI, but these people do not want to get out of the way. Way back in the day, there was some jobs, but I never did it. I'm a data analyst by trade. Statistician, data analyst kind of jobs. Some of my retired military friends are in engineering. I rescue emails and I used to do it. Used to do about every job you could think of before that. We will wait, don't worry. Oh, thank you. Oh, nice job, love it. Have a dog. 13 chickens, 2 goats, miscellaneous, cats, dogs, all rescue. That is so awesome. Love everything, computer, internet. Oh my God, you're doing a nice job. I'll help you if you need. Oh, data analysis, Python. Well, that's where I'm having trouble, is because I did more like Hyperion, Oracle, and I don't know, all the jobs want Python experience, and I don't think I used Python. I mean, I did a lot of Hyperion, a lot of Oracle, and I need to Google what all is Python is. I didn't do that. You know, I did some JavaScripting, which is, I mean, I have computer programming as part of my my degree's math, and you had to have so much computer programming to get your math degree. So I have some, but I don't know if I should take a Python course. I know I could pick it up in a heartbeat, but I can't write that on my resume. So that is what is stopping me right now, unfortunately. And not having the confidence. I don't want that. not having the confidence to, because I don't know Python, be able, but I know I can Google it and figure it out. But yeah, that's my problem. I'm, oh my God, several years online, international gamer. Oh, nice. Y'all talking my language now. I learned 6 languages. JavaScript, right, JavaScript. I love math, yes, me too. I love few words in a variety of human languages. I know few words in a variety of human languages. I'll help you. I can teach you Python. Oh, really? All right. That's interesting. Yes, I don't know, or at least give me some guidance where to, so I can add that to, I need to figure it out. But thank you, Buck. I appreciate that. That's my, I mean, I have everything else. I'll go through an application. I'm like, yep. Nope, no Python. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Love algebra. I know I'm weirdo. It's easy to learn. That's what I figured. I mean, if you can figure out the basic stuff, it's, you know, it's pretty easy to learn. I don't do well with social media, so I'm having a little trouble with like learning how to do YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. But when it comes to computer language, I'm good. I could do that. So I figured it'd be pretty easy. But whoever said that about languages, you know, I have 2 granddaughters that are, well, right now 4 and 2, speaks 3 languages. I'm like, how? I can't, I barely speak 1 language. And they speak 3 languages at a very young age. And you're not weird. I love algebra, algebra 2. I love all that stuff. Python is easy, thank you. In real life, I'm shy, but on one-on-one like this, I love. Yes, you know, this is definitely not who I am at all. But there's something about being on YouTube has really helped me a lot. And I know you're thinking about doing a channel, but luckily on my channel, I have such wonderful people. It really helped me open up and chat, and but I've felt led to do the devotions. So I do give all the credit to God, because I would have never done this until it got so set on my heart that I'm like, I just have to do it. I have to, you know, the whole point of this channel is to spread the word and show happiness and love, you know. And it is nice, especially whenever like doing comments and stuff. It's nice, you can kind of be yourself without necessarily everybody seeing you and testing it out. And I'm also shy. I'm an animal lover and nerd, except I'm 100% a nerd, geek. I used to hate that word, and now I embrace that word. I could teach you Chinese, Japanese, French, and German also. Well, my 4-year-old granddaughter tries to teach me Russian. They talk Russian, Hungarian, and English. So sometimes they'll get really excited, and all 3 of them come out. All 3 languages come out once, and I'm like, what? And my daughter only speaks 2 languages for the most part. I mean, fluently. And she's like, I have no idea. I said, okay, because I have no idea either. So at least it's not only me that doesn't know their combination of all the different languages when they get excited. But Paradigm love to talk to customers in retail or medical field. Go figure. I think it's like I did speech, you know, I had to stand in front of people and train, and I had to, you know, do a lot of different speaking engagements. And if I knew the subject, I was good to go. The first minute's always the hardest for me, and then I can fly. But if I didn't know that, sometimes they throw you out there, felt like they were feeding you to the wolves, and say, hey, teach them this. And you're like, oh, $23 for 43 items. Nope. Thinking about turning off the shopping. There was no way. I just couldn't do something I didn't know or didn't believe in. I think it makes like you're talking about You could talk to people about the medical field and retail, but that's what you know and that's what you're comfortable with. And I think that makes the huge difference. You know, I would do train the trainers, stuff like that. And if I had enough knowledge, I can rock it. But if I didn't have knowledge, I would stumble all the way. If I didn't have the knowledge I needed, I'd stumble all the way through it and just read off the paper. It was horrible. I didn't like it when they paid me to the wolves like that. I think let me change this where I'm not doing shopping right now. Well, it says it's a high demand, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so that way it's easier when I'm on here not to have to do that. Let's see. In German, A for AA, B for Bay, C for Tash. That's a lot already. I think the Russian language, don't they have like four extra letters than we do or something? Some English, French, Spanish, Navajo, Italian, language of India, which is part of English as well. And they say that, you know, like math majors do great with learning language. The first time I was in Russia, I was over there, I think 12 days the first time. I could read it. It didn't take me no time to figure out how to read it. Couldn't understand it. Like, I couldn't have a conversation or anything, but I could read it. I'm going to take this one. It's not a great order, but I need an order, so. $8 for 9 miles, but it'll work. Get me out of this traffic. That's what I always heard, that a math brain can understand several languages better than, you know, like an English brain, I guess. I should have went then. Oh well. Turn around in this brand new, I don't think they've even sold these yet. Oh, there's some people living here. I guess they have sold a few of these. Some Japanese, UAE. It's Chubat. Guten Morgen for good morning. Oh. Denke. That's like thank you, right? Guten Morgen. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, I got it after this. It's German. Yes, I forgot to mention German. I love Russian language, but I need to learn. So, feel so violent sometimes. All the K's and B's. It's like, what? It's once you hear it a little bit, then it's okay. But at first, it's like, are they so angry? I have Russian international gamer friends. Nice. Do you know how to calculate square of 65? Yes, used to. Square of 65. Let's see. 12 and 12 is 144. 65. 5 and 5 is oh man, I don't know, 65. It's not like my automatic. 5 and 5 is 25. 6 and 6 is 36. I don't know. Could drive me crazy. So 8.1 squared would be 65. 8.1. 8.05. I can't do it real fast in my head. I used to be able to do that stuff real fast. It's a trick. It's a trick, Buck. Can I? Yes, please explain. Please. Also love everything with golden ratio. Example, the spiral and snails and everything. Ooh, nice. I'm one of those people that when you're sitting in a classroom, you count all the tiles, you count all the pencils, you count all the pictures, you count everything. It's crazy. It's like, no, don't do that. Or all the little, when they have a tile, the patterns. Like, have you ever been to a bathroom and they have like the tile floor? And you can just look at the floor and notice all where they don't match. Or wallpaper, even if it's a slight, drives me crazy. Love supercomputers best. Supercomputers. I don't know what that is. Quantum supercomputers are awesome. 6 times 7 equals 42. 5 is 20. Total is 425. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. We're talking math and computers. They're telling me how what the square of 65 is. And 5 equals, okay, totals. Doing down, out working. I did great this morning. I mean, like $80 the first 2 hours. And then now it's not so good. I'm picking up a bad order. I went ahead and turned off shopping since I'm live. They wanted to send me like these huge orders. The square root is 69, and 69 is nice. 64 is 8, so for 65 you would think it would be like 8.01 or something. But they're telling me there's a trick to it. Daggone. Calculate square of 95. Alright, so 81 is not a 9. 100 is 10. So it would be what? 9.82? 9.80 something. 9.8 something. That would be my, just top of head, I would say. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I don't know. I'm guessing. Just like 9,000. Oh, you mean square. I thought you meant square root. You meant square. Oh, my bad. I was doing square root. I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, my bad. I don't know why I thought you said square root. Crazy. I'm sitting here going. But the square, gotcha. My bad. I screwed that up. That's why the 65 was a trick. You win some and you lose some, right? I was doing the same. Okay, good. At least it wasn't me. I can calculate within 3 to 5 seconds. Square of 55 would be 25, 25, wouldn't it? 25, 25? I don't know. That would be my guess. 25, 25. Mike, how's it going? Are you making good money? I didn't think I'd make very good money today, and it's turning out really well. So, Deanna said it's probably because it's the first of the month. I didn't think about that. All right, I'm going to go get a cheeseburger and a salad. I'll be right back. I was expecting, with it being a salad and a cheeseburger, it'd be in 2 separate bags, but they didn't do it that way. Let's see. I'm trying to get a thermal bag. Huh. All right, let's see where we're at. Is anyone here autistic? Say they great with math for sure, like Rain Man movie. Oh, yes. My daughter aced the state test. She has a plaque. And now that she is, and she had some issues. But I thought, they kept telling me because she was OCD and she was gifted and talented. But now that she is older, we're thinking she has, she's on the spectrum somewhere along the line, but I didn't get her help, so she kind of got lost in the whole process, and she had this great mind. So I feel guilty about that. But I did ask and I tried, and I didn't know about it. Like, that's how that works. 30-25. Man, I was so close. They're amazing. Autistic friends, they're amazing. Aw. Hey, Rita, how's it going? I appreciate you being in here. Hope you're having a great Friday. It's beautiful here. You're working hard. Trying to. I did turn off shopping so I can chat and everything. And Miss Rita, the question of the day is, what inspires you? So, and we're talking math and computers. I don't know. I don't really know if I know, like, I don't know that I know anybody my age that's autistic. And if so, being a Gen Xer, you know, we're too stubborn to even realize it probably anyway. You're great. That is fantastic. I'm glad you're great. It's Friday. Hey. Dr. Temple Grandin is widely recognized as a famous autistic woman who has significantly impacted the professional cattle industry. Oh, interesting. Huh. All right. Thanks, Buck. I appreciate you. Please make sure you subscribe. I'd appreciate that a lot. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for leveling up this math conversation, and have a blessed day. Thank you so much, Buck. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I just don't know a lot about autism like I kind of thought I did. My friend back in the early 90s had it. She has moderate to severe autistic children, but at the time she only had one child. She didn't drive, so I went to support groups with her because I drove her, and so I felt like I knew about it, blah blah. And then now there's like this spectrum stuff, and so I think it comes in different forms and different ways, and I didn't know that. Because I had the experience, that one experience, the support group, but though most are moderate to severe, so I didn't understand anything outside of that. So I think that's where I lacked. Woman, you are so smart. I don't think you realize. Oh, well, thank you. Hold on. Traffic. Oh, I'm on the roundabout. These people drive like they're in the Indy 500 or something. All right. There's so many wrecks through here. All right. I don't think you were. That's so sweet. Easy listening to talk to math. I'm on the English side. Write a story, write a poem. Who was it earlier? Oh, it was yesterday. Somebody said they wrote a book, and oh, daggone it. Who said they wrote a book? I think it was DJ, the Big Three the Big Three Dashing. I think he said he wrote a book. I haven't screenshot it somewhere. And I know, I think writing is interesting. I really wanted to do, like, I don't know if y'all remember this. Used to be able to do short stories for Reader's Digest and get in a contest and win a little bit of money, or if they publish it, you get a little bit of money. I always wanted to do that, but I don't think there's a Reader's Digest anymore. Did you ever do that, Rita? Music, awesome. I love words. Stay safe. My dad's parents were teachers. They died before I met them. Aw. Yes. You did do the Reader's Digest? Was your stories published? I bet my grandma's read them. They always did the Reader's Digest. But I'm not a music. I'm really not big into music. You know, and they also say like a mathematical brain can understand the music. I can read music. Back when I was in school, I'd ace all that stuff, but I do not have a musical bone in my body, unfortunately. And then what was, oh, that your dad's parents were teachers. I just taught for 1 year. I taught math for 1 year. But I'm sorry they died before you met them all. Dad's parents moved. Dad thought he would play hooky because no school there. Nope, they homeschooled him. Oh, that's funny. Just when he thought he was going to get away with it. Not for Reader's Digest. But are you published? I know, I think like to get your doctorate degree, you have to be published. And I always thought I had to do this 15-page report on geometric theory for my math degree. And I'm like, report, essay, I don't know, it was 15 pages, geometric theory. I'm like, okay, well, if I go for my doctorate, does that mean I have to write something like that again? That was nothing but torture. I learned a lot, but it was a lot of torture. 15 pages on geometric theory. Oh, the traffic to get back into the zone is going to be a nightmare. Music, love, your whole name. Cool. Music, love, your whole name. Nope, not published. Listen to you. Love theory. You love theory, yes. I know. I guess I am 100% nerd. Like my husband's not nerdy at all, right? And it is kind of a joke. Like I'm a pocket protector kind of nerd, right? That's the kind of person I am. So this is way out of my comfort zone, doing like the gig apps, because there's a little hippie in me. A little, being a little flower child or something. There's a little bit of that. And I got in touch with the nerdy part. I accepted it. And now I'm trying to get in touch with my hippie free spirit part of my way of thinking. They kind of don't necessarily mesh. So it's been, part of me wants to go, like Buck was talking about, learning Python and going out there and go back to doing that, making good money, or doing this. But this is my happy place. I like the hippie part, but I miss the nerdy part. You know what I mean? Geometric theory, what? It smells of Shelton and very old, so aw. Yes, Big Bang Theory for sure, right? I am not that nerd. I mean, I'm not that, yes, I'm probably that nerdy, but I'm not near as smart. I'm not that smart compared to them. I used to be really sharp, and like I was saying the other day, it was just like right around 50, my brain just kind of gave up on me. So getting it back a little bit at a time, but I could do math in my head so fast. We didn't even need calculators, my husband would say, but I'm not like that no more. It's just kind of like my brain slowed down. Geometric theory encompasses various mathematical and scientific frameworks that utilizes geometric concepts to understand and model phenomena. I can't say it, but yes, basically. I love Sheldon. Knew a female Sheldon. My youngest daughter, she loved Amy, which is Sheldon's wife, girlfriend, whatever on the show. She's like, I'm Amy. She was like that forever. I hated that she changed her ways. But yes, Sheldon was pretty awesome. I love that character. But so Trish, yeah, so back to geometric theory. True. And what did my 15-page consist of? It's basically you're just going back to scientific theory. You have this hypothesis, and then you have to prove it, right? So that's kind of what a lot of my paper was about. How you identify your hypothesis, how do you test it, and you put it step by step. So, and that's basically geometric theory too. Not necessarily is this theory going to work or not. I mean, there's the ones that do, but as you're learning and testing things as a mathematician, does this work or that work, or well, but can you change the formula to match or whatever? So that's basically what my page was about: hypothesis, how to test, what oh, what was the testing? Oh, I had the word in my head just a second ago. Parameters, testing parameters. How would you test it? Things like that. That was a long time ago. I think I still have it. And I do have all my computer programming papers. I was a teacher's pet. I didn't make the best grade, but here I am 30 and 30-ish. And I had all these like 18-year-olds in my class. And who do they come to for help? Me. And at one point we had a lot of soccer and things. So a couple of times I had to have them help me do my homework. We kind of traded or whatever. And that hurt me. I should have never let them help me do my homework while I was off. Hey, I'll do your work today if you can do mine tomorrow, because I got to go to a soccer game. I should have never done that. I would have aced it, but I ended up like A-. I'm like, oh man. But hey, my kids came first. What can I say? All right, make sure you're at 8:13. All right, be right back. Come on, with the air on. They're complaining that these people, that they don't get their order delivered to them, but they only took $5 and they don't live close by. So, listen to our teacher class while driving. Okay, let me see. I love Sheldon, female. Oh, yes. 1960s baby, no devices and tests to pass math test. Oh, there you go, right? None of these things. Love young Sheldon. Oh, I love young Sheldon too, definitely. Listen to her teacher class while she drives. Oh, I'm a mess. Hey, King Athelwolf, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. That's exactly why I like to come to listen to y'all. King, hey, where are you from? Where you work? UK. Oh, nice. England, Bristol. UK, cool. Part English myself. My favorite part of England is the White Cliffs of Dover. Okay, this bus is going. That was probably my favorite part of visiting in England. Rita says, please make sure you like for Grandma Mora. Yes, please. Thank you, Rita, for reminding them. What percentage? Grandma, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Donate super chat stickers, like, subscribe. Oh, thank you, Trish. I appreciate that. Double tap screen. I just recently learned you could do that. That you double tap and it makes it like. I had no idea. Never been. Oh, you've never been. I really loved it. Now it's super windy, but talking about like Doomsday, and you get to go down in the tunnels where they kept all the soldiers. Oh, it's so full of history. But you got to, of course the castle and everything is cool, and when you're standing up there, you can see the ports coming in with the goods and all, but you got to go down in the bunkers. It's amazing. I loved it. Super, super, super windy though. Stonehenge was cool. Went to Stonehenge, and again, it was super windy there too. So I don't know what part of England you are, but I only went to London for a few hours. We stayed, our hotel was on the outskirts of London. It was still considered London, but we didn't go downtown but for a few hours. We mostly visited from there towards White Cliff, Canterbury, Stonehenge, White Cliffs of Dover, and stuff like that. But I do not like England lemonade. I'm sorry. That's the part I've learned not to like. Carbonated, I'm not good with carbonated lemonade. You ever been Lake District? That's my favorite part. Always wanted to go to Dover. I don't think I went to Lake District. So we went to some place that had like the Roman baths. It was really old. It was really neat. And I'm pretty sure the other place was called Canterbury. But I don't think I've ever heard of the Lake District bath. Oh, that's probably where I went. Gotcha. I think you're right. So that's the direction we went and kind of explored that for about 4 days. But it was neat to get to do that. I mean, see the different things. And so I haven't been into like what do they call that, the Eye of London. I didn't get to do that or nothing. But I did go to Hard Rock and get my cup. I made this stupid decision to save hurricane glasses from Hard Rock Cafe, which they're really cool, right? But then I moved into a camper, and what am I going to do with all these big hurricane glasses? But people still bring them to me, or I still collect them but I wish I'd have done keychains or magnets or something little. Why did I pick a hurricane glass? So I got Russia and a lot of places from the States, and I've got England, and I didn't get one from Hungary. No, I think I did. I got Starbucks cups from Amsterdam, Budapest, and Moscow. But I don't think I got hurricane glass. I know I didn't get a hurricane glass from Amsterdam, and I know I didn't get one from Budapest. I don't remember. Next to Bristol, Bath. Okay. Probably. I don't remember. It's been a minute. I just remembered like what we saw, not necessarily the names of stuff. Watch e-bike delivery on London Eats, London Hustle. Very interesting. You've been everywhere. I wish I've been everywhere. There's so many places I haven't been. So many places I want to go to. But my daughter lives internationally. And where your daughter goes, you go, Where she is, I go follow. And gives me a good reason. And then it's usually free room and board because I'm going to see her. Now, in London, we did have a hotel room. But in Hungary and in Moscow and stuff, I just stayed with her. So, she lived in Germany, too. I didn't get to go to Germany. So many more things. Like, she has to get extra pages for her passport, not me. I've only got a few stamps. And then it expired, or it was going to expire, so I got my new passport, and it's just got a couple of stamps. I'm like, I want where I have to request extra pages. That's not fair. What about you, King? Where have you been? She teaches English. Anybody else traveled internationally? Have a favorite country? A favorite spot? No, I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. But the ruin bars in Budapest, on the Pest side, that was really neat. I really liked that. Spain, Portugal, and Mexico. Oh, nice. I haven't been to none of those. That said, hey, that's a lot. What do you have a favorite out of them? And they're all in the Spanish, what do you call it? Themed, so that's interesting. Now, they have beautiful, I know my daughter sometimes vacations, I think, in Portugal, and they have, maybe it's Spain, one of those. And I know they have beautiful beaches. Whichever one has beautiful beaches. She sends me pictures. Portugal's really nice. Is that the one? I don't know which one. She sent me pictures. And then, oh man, I have this beautiful picture of her in Slovenia. It's gorgeous. And then Slovenia is so little. I was on the border of Hungary and Slovakia, but I wanted to go see Slovenia as well. Sorry, I've made that about myself. Portugal's really nice. Both has beautiful beaches. Ah, gotcha. Well, that's cool. Traveling. Trish, you've been international. Do you have a favorite country you visited? I love. I just like to learn, see the different cultures. Even in the states. Last year, my husband and I, we went down south for a wedding, and we ended up making a really long vacation, and we were in Mississippi, and we went. I like to do like go to local diners, because I think that's how you really figure out more of the culture, the local culture, instead of going to chains or the bigger restaurants. I like to do the local diners. We're sitting in the cutest little diner. Um, and I look over and everybody's cup, they have sweet tea. Sweet tea's the big thing, right? Their whole cup's nothing but lemons with a little bit of sweet tea. And I'd have never seen that anywhere else, because we've gone down to Mississippi before and I never noticed that before. But at this local restaurant, it wasn't just one table or one party. It was everybody had like nothing but lemons in their cup and just a little bit of tea. It was so cool. I love seeing stuff like that. From SoCal, lived briefly in Mexico as kids in 1970s. Oh, how fun. Went to Canada briefly in the 70s. So you've been to Mexico and Canada. Nice. I haven't been to either one of them. Been, Michigan's probably the most north I've been. Well, I guess I've been to, I was in Washington, but not so close to the border, I guess. So that's fun. How fun that is. Where are you from back? I live in Indiana. So I'm Midwest. All right, we're going to take this order. 975 plus. Of course, I need to make a U-turn and the traffic is terrible. So Midwest for me. Have you ever heard of the Kentucky Derby? That's like my community, Kentucky Derby. Even though I'm on the Indiana side of that. So horse racing and basketball is pretty much what life's about here. Sweet tea is why it's so sweet. From Tennessee in the 80s, went on I-40 West Coast to USA to Canada, then all across straight, then came back from Canada, back to Great Lakes, then back home to Tennessee. South Carolina woman now, Charleston. So you're actually from Tennessee, lived in Southern California, went I-40, trying to figure this out, and fight the traffic at the same time here. My nose will not quit itching. Usually that means company. Went on I-40 West Coast to Canada, then all across, and came from Canada back to awesome. Hey Pud, how are you? Yes, the Great Lakes. The only thing I can say about the Great Lakes, my children played soccer. My oldest daughter did the Olympic Development Program, so she had to travel a lot, and we play the different states or whatever. So believe it or not, there's a place called Rome, Indiana. I had no idea. So we went there, and it was like 3 or 4 days, and it's up north. So we were like, all right, I guess we'll just stay in a hotel or whatever. And we were bored. It was like super hot. It was July. It was like 100 degrees outside. We're like, all right, well, we'll go to Lake Michigan, Indiana Dunes, and we'll swim. Bad idea. It was so cold. I had no idea. They're like, oh, don't swim in Lake Michigan until like September. I'm like, oh, I had no idea. My poor kids, because they were younger. The oldest one was the one that was in the soccer, doing the soccer thing. And we're just trying to find activities. We went to Shipshewana, saw the Amish and all that. And we're like, all right, there's another activity. We'll do the Indiana Dunes. Bad idea. put a foot in there, and my kids are like, "Come on, mom." I'm like, "No way, that's like ice." But it was very pretty. It was just very, very cold, even though it was like 100 degrees outside. One day, we spent a whole month traveling states, Canada, that time. Oh, how nice. Okay. That's a huge difference, Tennessee to Seattle. My uncle lives in Seattle, and it just feels like a different world to me. That's the plan if I go to the US, definitely for a month or two. Oh, yes, definitely. Uh, oh, let me hit I've arrived. I'll go in there in a second. That was an awesome trip story. How long take to travel? I know that was cool for Trish. She'll have to tell us all about it. Do you think English people are more moody than the USA people? uh, I think, I think it depends, like where you're being over there and visiting all the different countries. I think it just depends what part you are at. It's like in the States. It depends where you're at in the States. Some people are rude. Like, I went to the Poconos, and a lot of people from New York vacation in Poconos. It was the rudest place I ever went. Beautiful, though. But then, I went out west, and people are like so laid back. And I think it's the same thing in all country, like everything I've ever visited is like that. It's like the suburbs are a little more calm than the city. All right, let me pick this up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do some bag management here. Big order. Oh, and it smells amazing. Whoa, about spilt it. All right. I left a lot. Let's see here. Get caught up real fast. That was an awesome trip story. Been to most states. Nice. Do you think English people are... Okay, we read that. Lived below Bristol, Tennessee. Been to South Carolina, North Carolina. Lived in Arkansas, California, Washington, Oregon. Trish, you've been everywhere. That is a lot of places. The rest of my siblings got me beat. They've been most countries. Lucky thing. Still, that's something. We moved as a kid, 1 to 2 years, like military family, but not. We, yes, I had a wild childhood, let's say, and my father did some construction, so we would get to go places. It wasn't necessarily positive experiences, but still got to travel a lot. And then I met my husband, and his mom don't believe in vacations. She don't believe in traveling, and so it took me like, we were always gone, doing something, going somewhere, and good or bad, and we were out there. And so took me like 8 years and a bad trip to get my husband to go. I went on this trip to um, meet his long lost sister in the Poconos, and we only had 3 kids at the time, so I was still pretty young. Had the kids, and he was here working, and I was like a week late getting back, and he's like, "You're never going anywhere with the kids and traveling by yourself ever again." I said, "Well, then you have to travel," and he never wanted to travel. There was no need to do that because his mom didn't believe in it, and then he went, and I'd gotten free hotel rooms at Washington, D.C. And so we went to Washington, D.C., and then we went over to Virginia Beach. He had never seen the ocean. I don't know if it was more interesting to watch my kids see the ocean for the first time, or if it was more interesting watching him see the ocean for the first time. I couldn't get him out of the ocean, none of them. Except the baby. At the time, we finally had our last baby. And so me and the baby sat at the sand, and they, the other 3 kids and my husband, you would have thought it's the greatest thing in the world, seeing the ocean. Ends up getting really sick, so long story, blah, blah, blah. But after that, he traveled. But it took me forever to get him to travel. His mom, she gets 2 weeks vacation. You take it off during the spring and you spring clean. You take the other week off during the fall and you do all your winter prepping. That's that. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to do anything. And that's what he grew up with. And he said, I never thought anything would look different. I figured it all looked the same. And I'm like, what? So we ended up doing Route 66, going up Pacific Coast Highway and coming across. That was my dream vacation. We did it. And now he loves to travel now. So, but all those years he didn't get to travel, and he thought I was like, why do you want to go anywhere? And now he gets it. So it took me all those years to finally get him to compromise. We moved, I still hate moving. I hate moving too. I live in a camper now. It's like, do I really want to get a house? I just move the camper, but I want a house. But wherever I land in a new place, then that's home to me. Exactly. That was good. I've never seen it. It's crazy to me how some people haven't seen it. I know, right? The ocean. Hey, Elsie, how's it going? How's it down under over there? Yo, Grandma, what's good in the hood? We're talking traveling, math. We just talk about everything. Come join us, chat with us. 66 seems a little overrated, is it? Route 66? Oh, no, it's not overrated. So the thing is a lot of it is broken up. So, and then maybe they fixed it since I went in 2010. So you are going to be on the expressway and things like that at times. There's so much history, so many things to see. There was things I didn't even know existed. I think that is a great way to see the United States, like a whole bunch of different stuff on one long trip. We stayed at the Wigwam Hotel in Arizona. We went to the we went to the Grand Canyon. There's a meteor site I didn't even know existed. It was a big hole in the ground, but it was really cool, and hearing the history and everything. Those red peppers you see on postcards and stuff. We had to stop to use the facilities. It was really one of those places, a lot of places that had the peppers just hanging on the porch and everything. Oh my goodness. The different foods, that was one thing my kids would talk about, is as we started on our trip, they always ordered a chicken from McDonald's, and that's exactly how they ordered it. And as we went, it got spicier and spicier. So it's a good way to kind of get a good idea of the culture from one side, because you start off in Chicago. We didn't start off in Chicago, we started off in St. Louis. But even the animals change as you go. The plantation changes. What do you call it? Vegetation, sorry. Changes. So I think it's a great experience. I really do. I want to do it again. There's a lot we missed. And when we got to the Grand Canyon, we ended up getting food poisoning. And we went on to Vegas. And we didn't do the rest of the... After Vegas, we went on to LA. but not via Route 66. So I really want to do that again. But I do not think it's overrated. I think it's wonderful. Good way of seeing history and, kind of from the Midwest to West Coast and how much changes. I think it's awesome. I do highly recommend it, obviously. Oh, sorry. That was a fantastic vacation. I loved it. Been Pacific, Atlantic Ocean, Great Lakes, and the old Gulf of Mexico. You definitely don't look old enough to be a grandma. Oh, thank you, Elsie. The eighth one will be here any day. He's stubborn, though. He don't want to come out. He's like, no way, Jose. He's laying sideways. He won't go head down. He's giving my daughter a hard way to go. And we just want him to be born. We want to check him out. But that's the eighth one. I know, I have a lot of grandbabies. Good day, mate. It's 6:50 Sunday here. Wow. Saturday, I mean. I'm like, wait a minute. Skipped a whole day. How long did it take you to do Route 66? Well, we kind of probably cheated a little bit. So on Route 66, we were supposed to leave like one morning. We ended up leaving in the middle of the night. We were so excited. And then we ended up, I had two teenagers. So we ended up driving a lot at night. And then we would stop here and stop there. The whole trip took us 17 or 18 days. But that was a lot of me and my husband driving at night while the kids slept. But we stopped in LA for 3 days. We stopped in Vegas for a couple of days. We stopped at the Redwood National Forest, I think for 2 days. But then other things we flew through. But that was going, let's just say from St. Louis to Route 66. Then once we left California, we went up Pacific Coast Highway. And then once we hit Oregon, I don't know what we took, but then we went around, stopped at Mount Rushmore. I promised them we'd stop at Mall of America. So we did that. They had to go to Mall of America. And, we spent the night in South Dakota. So I think we went like 7,500 miles in 17 or 18 days. It was wild. Fantastic. It's very expensive. We did sleep at a lot of we slept at the TAs. It's free to sleep there. And when we did sleep, I did negotiate some rooms. Like in Las Vegas, I got free rooms. When we went to Yellowstone, the Yellowstone prices were ridiculous. And I know there was like $200 for a room like the Motel 6. So just 2 beds, not nice. And I negotiated a cabin for us for $120. So if you learn how to negotiate, and then when we were at the Redwood National Forest, there was this cute hotel, right? You can see the ocean right there. And I negotiated the presidential suite for like $65. And I would be like, everybody stay in the car. Let me do this. Oh, I just passed where I need to go. Okay, good. And this is all going to spill. I don't want this food to spill. Very expensive type of food here. Yeah, I can get through. Let me see where I gotta deliver this. Office building, blue roof, front door. Okay, blue roof, front door. I hope it didn't like spill still. You hear all that plastic styrofoam, it's like, what? All right. Sorry, I'll get back to all of that in just a flash. I'm way behind on comments, I'm sure. Well, that paid $13.50, so that was good. All right, let's see where we're at. I got started. How long did it take you? How's everyone? Where are you from, Elsie? Watching Australian YouTube shorts. Live all the time, especially dogs and variety of bird channels. I'm awesome, and y'all. Chicago pizza and the airport's awesome. Chicago pizza and the airport is awesome. I don't know about all that, Miss Trish. The pizza is awesome. International airport, Chicago's international airport, I think is the easiest to go through. But I do not like doing domestic flights in Chicago because I have to connect there, and it's always changing your what do you call it, terminal, and there's delays. But international is easy. If you're flying international through Chicago, it's lovely. The Grand Canyon is on my bucket list. Be careful where you eat. That's all I can say. But it's beautiful. Story time. Chicago pizza. 8. Golly. Yes, yummy pizza. Petrified Forest is awesome. We drove through it. I have a horrible story about that. But we didn't end up going into the park. We accidentally ended up on the wrong side of it. It showed us. So I went to AAA and had them do the whole Route 66 thing. And it showed us that we needed to go to this road. So we go down. It ends up being like this gravel road that no longer exists. There's an old bridge. It says, has a Route 66 sign on it. Abandoned building. And then it's dried up creek bed. And there's like all these cars all shot up and everything. And we're like, oh, and it was very scary. It was super scary. And we're like, all right, we'll just get through it. We'll get through it. We get through it. We thought we'd get through it. We ended up at the property line of the Petrified Forest. And it's a big old fence. You cannot cross this fence. So we have to turn around and go back across this gravel. We can only go 5 miles an hour. My kids are like, stop, we want pictures. Because it was really cool, but it was super, super scary. We're like, we're not stopping for nothing. I was never so happy to see the highway in my entire life. So that's my Petrified Forest story. The USA Native Res are awesome to go through as well. Is that the in New Mexico? You see it in your like history books. What do they call that? Where they have the different housing. Oh, it's on the tip of my Pablos. Can't think of what those are called. We saw. I wish I can remember. In New Mexico, we saw the different kind of houses they made, and that's in the history books, and for the life of me I can't remember what they're called. My bad. Started that, I shouldn't have said it. Redwood National Forest. Oh man, talking about you haven't seen a tree until you've been in Redwood National Forest. Anyway, I'm off for the night. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Thanks, King. I really enjoyed chatting with you. I appreciate you. Have a great night. Double tap screen. Donate, super chat, stickers, like, and subscribe. You go, Trish. You are on it. I like it. To King, thanks for the conversation. I know it was so fun to chat with King. It was fun. Everyone have a wonderful, blessed day, y'all. All up New Mexico. Been there. Navajo. Oh, I see. Tennessee, Oregon, etc. Res, all fun. Oh, wow. You have a lot of experience, Trish. That is awesome. Been everywhere, done a lot. My family's the hills of Tennessee. My paternal grandmother is from the hills of Tennessee, and that's where I took off the shopping, but they're still sending me shopping. I don't know why. Wonder what these 6 items are. I might do it real fast. Dessert, yeah. All right, I'll just do it. It's $11 for a few things. Y'all go shopping with me. Won't take long. But so I guess that's where the Cherokee Indian part came from, was the hills of Tennessee. Love all things native. Yes, me too. Dream catchers. I don't have any, but I like dream catchers and don't know. I just kind of feel very attached to that part of my gene base, I guess you call it. Now, how much of it do I have or whatever? I don't know. I should be 1/32 of a Cherokee, I guess. But a lot of things, like you read the stories or see the artwork and things like that, I just feel some kind of attachment to that or some kind of piece to that. Collect dream catchers, silver, turquoise, etc. Oh, nice. I bet you have the coolest place ever. You're so cool. We're kindred spirits, I think. Where are you on making your first video, or have you already? You getting braver? It's scary to do it, especially the first time, right? Oh man, but you just gotta do it. Even if you do it, you can make a video, make it private just for you, and then delete it once you look at yourself. And I like that you can delete it and nobody ever has to see it. There's a few things I've deleted. I bless that place. Oh, nice. Wherever you move to, you bless that place. That's awesome. I know. I think I think people all feel different about like spirits or religion or things like that, but I think there is something to that when you can be what's the word I want to look for? Trying to be careful here. When you can connect, I guess is a good word, to whatever it is, whatever that spiritual thing is, it makes a world of difference. If it's your property, if it's if it's just higher power kind of. I just feel like I can connect to spirits in different ways, different kind of spirits in different ways, and it's uplifting. So we had a ghost in our house. Some people probably don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in ghosts. We would be in the front room, and our kitchen was on the opposite end of our house, and the cabinets would open and shut. Lights would go on and off. And my dog, when it was a puppy, was my daughter's dog, and then we ended up with the dog. And she said she thought she saw a something in the room, and he went wild. Would not go in that room, and he's a big old Antillian shepherd and everything. I thought that was a parking spot. There was a motorcycle there. And until we moved out, he was very leery of that room. So I really feel that way. So one day I just went to the spot where I felt like where the ghost spirit was, at least at the moment. And I said, look, I'm not moving. We can get along or we cannot get along, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I said, we got to come to an agreement here. And it works. I mean, and she make her appearance every once in a while. It was an old lady that, it was her house for 50 years. And I know it was her. And we got along, and we lived there. I shouldn't have sold that house, but I got transferred to St. Louis for a promotion. I should have just not sold it. But I didn't realize we would come back here, All right, we got to go to do the shopping order. I turned it off, but obviously they didn't listen to me. I'm a very spiritual person, good vibes person, yes. I still haven't been through all the steps for my new channel yet. Still working on it. I gotcha. I'm very spiritual. Love ghost stories. We have true stories. Animals, definitely, exactly. Know before we do. I watch nature animals to see if they sense something first. Exactly. I feel that way too. Especially with my one dog. If he was any uncomfortable, I knew I was going to be uncomfortable. All right, this shouldn't take long at all. For $11, hey. Alright. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. We're just getting, just to tell you, we're getting easy stuff. Just some oil, some ghetto chocolate pie that looks delicious. Chocolate, strawberry white chocolate, I don't know what that is. Potatoes. I hate shopping when I'm live. It's gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Peanut oil. Huh. Peanut oil. Oh, right there. Nice. Alright. Now off to the chocolate stuff. And the potatoes, and we're done. My cat dog fast alerts me on everything. Oh, yes. Happy shopping, have fun, right? I don't know if Rita's still here or not. Miss Rita. She is so in tune with all that too, you know? Should be a good gift. I like these. I do buy these for myself sometimes. It's like my extra splurge thing. I don't get them very often, but every once in a while. Alright. Potatoes are actually going to be over here. Look, this is what's freaked me out lately. It says taken by you. I'm like, oh no, go tell people I took these pictures. I'm not seeing, oh there they are, we moved it again. I did the 6 seconds video for the new channel. I must finish it, but stay busy. Alright, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know and I'll definitely have to subscribe and watch your videos. For sure. I'm excited to see them. Uh-oh. I don't know which one they're wanting here. I don't think that's right. That's weird. Hi Jules, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I've had a hard time finding everything yet. Jules, hey sub. Let's see. I cannot, these are red potatoes, but they're not scanning in. Isn't that weird? Well, I have the correct item. It hurts my stats like this, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Good stuff. Oh, just looking for one more thing. Cake strawberry. I don't really know what this is. I wonder if that's a cold item. Strawberry white chocolate. Yep, it's a cold item. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. That looks delicious, don't it? Alright. We'll leave y'all up against this chocolate for a second. I don't know what it is. Alright. Put y'all up with the chocolate there. Already done with the shopping. Didn't like the potato situation though. Sam's Club, Kroger, Walmart, definitely get my steps in several times. Oh, I don't, this is my, just like Kroger and all that. I've shopped here a little bit, But for the most part, I don't shop at, don't really do Kroger. I don't like the digital coupon situation. It drives me crazy. You passed. Yeah, I passed. Usually I am. Every once in a while I'm not though. And then Walmart, I'm not a big Walmart fan. I do all these now. It's just hard to find a good grocery store. There's some local ones, but they're so expensive that I'd rather give them support, but I can't afford it. Now just waiting in line for checkout. Hopefully. People need help. Alright, I think we got one. Maybe not. Oh, now we do. Yes. Alright, we can do this real fast.
Do you wish to continue?
Yes. Well, I don't like it. Beautiful cake.
Select payment type.
My handy dandy little thing. It always wants to pay with my phone. I gotta remember that more often. Alright. The line to the checkout, self-checkout just got crazy. So, okay, I'm still tired of Sam's Club yesterday. Left the house, finally home after shopping errands, 5 hours. That is a lot of shopping and errands. Oh, I'd be exhausted too. It's just my husband and I, so we don't do a lot of Sam's either. It's like we just buy little bitty things. So it's kind of been hard for us to figure out what to buy, and why sometimes I ask, oh, what's your all's ideas on food and stuff? Because we do struggle seeing, we went from a family of 6 to a family of 2, and I don't remember where I had, oh, there I am. And it's kind of difficult to figure it out, Alright, let me load this baby up and make my 11 bucks. I'm just going to throw it all on the front seat. I think it's pretty safe here. Alright, awesome sauce. Everything plugged back in. Okay. Plug you in. Oh, we're going to an apartment. Building 12, Dortmund has a son. Ring bell when dropping off. Always forget to ring the bell. Then come home, put all the groceries away. 7 people on 2 huge, 2,000 feet house, both levels, so 4,000 foot total. Oh, wow. And there's 7 of you all that live in a 4,000 square foot home. That's crazy. And I'm sure you had to buy a lot of feed and stuff too for the animals. I like our home was, I think our first floor was 1,200. Then we had turned our basement into a couple bedrooms, and then eventually later on, our attic was a bedroom and a sitting room. Our attic became a bedroom and a sitting room. Yes. Yes. Wow. No animal feed this time, thankfully. Yes. Right. So, you still have without asking personal questions, I'm not trying to ask personal questions, but do you still have children at home? That was our biggest change, is not having children at home anymore, even as adult children, is just a change, you know. Yes, thankfully, yes, definitely. It's nice to, I don't know, I guess I struggle because it's nice to just it being my husband and he really likes that, and I get it. But then it's sad too, because it's like we don't have any animals, we don't have any kids. The grandkids come over every once in a while or whatever, so it's a big change. And then when I moved to St. Louis, I lived by myself the first year, and talking about hard to figure out how to cook, I struggled with that. And we don't eat well. We do a little bit, but not like I would like, because I was used to feeding so many people, and now it's just me and him, and he's like, don't work too hard, don't worry about it, and then you feel guilty, you know what I mean? But he doesn't want me to, make a fuss or anything, and I'm just like, all right, what do I cook? So we're just learning how to cook easy, quick stuff. And then I'm usually out late. Now they changed his hour, so he's home real early, so he grabs a snack. So by the time I get home to cook dinner, he's not that hungry. So I'm really having trouble with figuring out this whole food situation. And they're hungry 24/7. I understand. Mine were too. Oh, they eat me out of house and home, I'll tell you. And other people and kids come in, so never know how much supper to cook nightly. Right? I agree. I always, growing up, even though we didn't have anything, my mom always said, you always cook a little extra just in case somebody stops in, Or that's when people used to stop in. They didn't call first, they just stopped in. And you always made a plate for whoever came over. And when I was raising the kids, we always had extras. The whole neighborhood would laugh and say they just need to put the kids' house or something on my door, because all the kids hung out at my house. And I loved that, because they were all at my house. And I'd feed everyone, So we went from all of that to just me and him. It has been hard to try to figure out. It's getting a little easier and a little better, but like making spaghetti. You used to buy a box of spaghetti and buy maybe a couple things of spaghetti sauce and a big thing of garlic bread or whatever. Well, do I really want to make spaghetti? Because, try to learn how to cook a third of the box versus the whole box, making a pot of chili. And I don't know why, but I can make a big pot of chili, but I can't make a little pot. It don't taste the same. It tastes so different. Especially Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, plus plates to send home afterwards. That's right. My one daughter, sometimes she'll let us do Thanksgiving at her house, and she's like, oh man, I didn't realize you get to keep all the leftovers. And she loved it, because then I guess the following year we went somewhere else, and she's like, no, have it at my house so I can have all the leftovers. She sent leftovers with us, not that she didn't, but she liked having that. I missed not having the house to do all that. We always had an open house, and everybody would come over, and I miss all the. We really didn't do much for Easter. We mostly visited people for Easter, but Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve was my house, always my house. I loved all that. And then on Friday, when they came over to eat leftovers, then I would make like fresh desserts to have with the leftovers, and because that's my favorite thing to make, is like desserts. I like to bake, and I would always get up and make a couple extra desserts just to have them nice and fresh when they came for the the leftovers. Oh, it makes me miss all that. Time flies. Seeing their back to school pictures, it's like, but they were just babies. How could they be all grown up and back to school and all these things? Hey Debbie, how's it going? I hope you're getting the good weather like we are over here. It is a beautiful day, I'll tell you. Doors unlocked 24/7, usually because someone here with animals, chores, mowing, 9 acres, farm, etc. I bet. Something always. Yeah, we're just chilling and making money. It's beautiful there. Oh man, it is gorgeous here. I know, I gotta work tomorrow, and I'm like, I just want to bask in this wonderful weather. Forget it. So my question of the day, Debbie, is what inspires you? I think my daily devotions is my best one. Deanna had a really good answer. I liked her answer. Trish, I don't remember what your answer was. I think you agreed with Deanna, maybe. But, yep, that's my question for the day. It's nice to share that positive vibe, you know, like, oh yeah, that's a good one. Earlier, I had this one order, and I knew it was going to take me a minute longer to deliver it where I delivered it, or the direction I went, but it was beautiful scenery, and I just wanted to do the beautiful scenery versus the hustle and bustle, you know? Sometimes that just means so much more. That's a hard one. It is a hard one. There's so much. God, nature, animals, technology. People inspire me. Just saying. Oh, right. Thank you, Trish. I wasn't sure. I'm retired. I need inspiration. I get that too. My mom's retired. So my mom and I are working on, she called me today. She only came over this morning, but I already scheduled myself to work and everything. We're working on getting the tracks together, but we're putting together like food and drinks and stuff, and then putting the tracks in that into a big freezer bag and then handing them out that way. So it's nice to see her all excited and inspired to do that. You know, she's like, oh, I went and got this and this. I'm like, all right. I'm glad she has something to look forward to, you know. I'll be right back. All right. Easy peasy. That's awesome. Congratulations, Grandma Moore. Way to go. Thank you. Yes. She had bought these tracks a long time ago. Then she kind of, I don't know what to do. I want to get them out there. So she kind of threw the ideas out for a while. And then I'm like, you know what? While I'm door dashing, I could pass them out. So we were chatting, and I'm like, let's do like a food thing. So she actually went to Sam's yesterday, maybe. She called me this morning, so she must have went yesterday. And she ended up with some good ideas because we're talking about needing a protein. So she bought Slim Jims, nutrition bars. I'm trying to remember what she told me. Waters. We definitely wanted to do waters. And something else. And then we're gonna put the tracks in. Write something on the back. She said something about going to Staples and getting a saying so we could just stamp them. I was just gonna handwrite them. We've got like 89 of them. And she said that she don't want to pass them out, but she wants to work with me to make them and everything. So Tuesday, I don't like to work Tuesdays. So I told her I would definitely take Tuesday off and come over and we'll get everything, we'll make our little bags up and I'll start handing them out. So, but I love seeing her excited and she's really focused on it. So that's pretty awesome. It is hard when, you know, what do you do? Her and her husband both are retired. They were taking care of his father that has dementia, and that was just really wearing them out. And so they had to put him in a nursing home, and now they are starting to do things again. And she's like, okay, now what? So Debbie, I get it. My mom's like, I don't know, now what? I turned off shopping, but they keep sending me shopping. No, I don't want that. Like food for the homeless, kind of like food for the homeless, but I want to, and it's got a track, you know, one of those Bible tracts in it, and I'm not sure, like, not sure how I'm gonna, I guess so, I guess that's how you would say it, random. I think it's gonna be random. The tracts itself, I even thought about like giving them to certain customers, but sometimes, you know, but as I go through my day, I see so many different kinds of people and different things. I think I can figure it out maybe as I go through the day. There's people just sitting at the different stores looking like, oh, a bottle of water would do them some good. So why not give them the water and the tract? And on the back of the tract, I just wanted to be positive, like, you're worth it, go for it, you know, I don't know, some kind of encouragement. We did that on Skid Row in Oregon, California, and Washington, and we took care of the homeless. We had tracts to pass. We had thrift stores in California for the men program mission. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. I've been around the homeless, helping them since birth. That is amazing. I was one of the homeless people back whenever I was a kid, so I have a special spot for them in my heart. You know, $7 for 11 miles. No way. I only need $11 to hit my goal, so definitely don't want to go 11 miles for $7. But you know, you never know what somebody's going through or what's happened. Last summer I was doing DoorDash. My daughter was in from Hungary and I was getting ready to come home from seeing her. It was super hot, and there was this two teenagers and this mom walking down the road, and she was struggling to walk, and they were trying to help her, and they couldn't help her, you know, and they just couldn't walk any further. And I just turned around and I said, hey, y'all need a ride somewhere? What's going on? Because I could tell there was an issue. And they're like, oh, please. And we helped the mom get in the car. And they ended up living at the homeless shelter. And I guess the van took them to the school. And then, I don't know. Anyway, there was some kind of transportation mix-up. They needed to go to the other school, and that's where they were walking to, but they decided they couldn't walk from the other school back to the homeless shelter, so they gave up on that, and I just took them to the homeless shelter. But something like that would have been nice for them too, and find out, you know, she lost her son, she lost her husband, and she was just, and then her health wasn't really good, so she went from having, you know, a middle class, maybe lower middle class, upper poverty class home, you know, having a home and everything, and everybody died, and what does she do now, kind of thing. So you just never know. I felt so bad for her. I prayed for her for months. Now I can't remember her name, but broke my heart. Check pushing cartons, spiritual tracks. Check publishing cartoon spiritual tracks. I don't know what these are. I have them at the house, but my mom gets them. It's her thing, so if that makes her happy. My parents and all grandparents, pastors and their wives. Oh, really? So your family were pastors? That is awesome. No pastors in my family. No, we're the opposite. My family, a couple of, let's see. You know, a lot of my family has probably been to the opposite places. All right, I'll take this. I gotta turn around in this traffic again. Snap. That's all right. Okay. So $7.50 plus for some pizza. But yes, a lot of my family members, instead of going to church, they went to jail. That's what I'm trying to say without saying it, I guess. So, but as a kid, they're glad to get rid of me, so they put me on the church bus gladly. And so, I mean, that was a blessing for me, and I was all about it. So, oh, there's a church bus. Sign her up. Get her out of here. So, rode a lot of church buses, went to church camp and all that. They get ready you, try to get ready and you get to learn. So, my mom was a very devoted Catholic as a child, Catholic school, and then later, converted to another religion. And so, we're Baptist. I'm not Baptist, but I grew up Baptist. I'm just Christian. So anyway, so it wasn't that she didn't believe or anything, but life was rough, and she was glad to get that break, and so that helped me. She knew it was going to help me, and so that was a blessing. And then my grandma did her devotions every morning, and it used to drive me crazy. I'm like, Grandma, talk to me. Nope, it's devotion time. You're quiet while she does her devotion, and that taught me a lot too. I mean, she was very dedicated on her devotions. She had everything a certain way, and I remember how strong she was about doing her devotions. And now I understand. I didn't understand at the time. And I think she fought a lot of demons at some point in her life, and I think that gave her that peace that she needed. And she went, back then you didn't talk about feelings and everything. You dealt with it, and I think that's what she did, and she found her peace through their devotions. But it was a good example for me. But no pastors or anything, just the opposite. We have troublemakers. Nothing but troublemakers, I'll tell you. All right. Am daughter of a preacher, evangelist, revivals. Awesome. I'm not perfect though. Mistakes every day. Me too. Grew up in missions churches across churches. Grew up in missions churches across all USA. Oh, is that why you traveled so much? How neat. That's awesome. That is really awesome. Yeah, no. I did mine was opposite. But yes, I think no matter what, oh, it was right there in my hand. Yes, I think no matter how good of a Christian you are or whatever, it's just like I don't know if you heard the devotion I did this morning, but it talked about there, there's always something else to learn all the way into the end, and you're going to have different mistakes or different hills. So I thought that was really a good one for me. It's like nobody's perfect, and there's always something to learn. Like I said, was like a military friend, but not. Yes, exactly. That was pretty cool. Okay, sorry, Trish, but I'll be right back. Hopefully be back. This one is a little iffy. I'm not sure if I like the way they package this, but we'll go with it. I'm not sure where this is at, but we'll figure it out. Oh, and it's a hand to me. Of course, it's a hand to me. It's a mess the way they packaged it. It's like, oh. Take your time. You're usually fast by your vehicle. I like to be fast. Boo, 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 boo. But not always going to help it. Yes, military or pastor families move a lot for their new home placements. So, I know, like, my Baptist teacher, or preacher, he lived in Florida for a long time. Then he got divorced and he came back up here. And that was way before, probably before my parents were born. But and then he started this church and he stayed there the whole entire time. But you know, I think he owned the property, he owned the church, and was not affiliated with anything. There was no affiliation. But like the Methodist church that I was a children's ministry in, it was hold on, I got my GPS messed up, sorry. They were part of an organization, and the organization told you where your placement was. So I don't know if it was like that for you guys, but I know like the Methodist church, the pastor changed every couple of years or something. Yeah, it's military. Hi, Amy. How's it going? How are you this Friday? Isn't this weather just amazing? I love it. It's like, yes. Amazing. I'm glad you're here. I am right at my goal, but I think I'm going to go for just a little bit. I'm having fun. We're having great conversations. The question today is, what inspires you? Debbie says she's retired. She needs inspiration. She's funny. And Trisha's like, God and nature and animals. I love that. Deanna said her kids and grandkids loved that. Me, it's my devotions. So, going great. Beautiful. Loved the devotion. Aw, thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. We were raised Methodist originally. Okay. Because I know they have their different, where you have to travel. You have to move your churches and stuff. So that makes sense. You're back. You're back. It happens. I was just saying, what's your inspiration? Definitely lots of new placements. Yeah, it's our Baptist preacher, like I said, he didn't believe in debt. He was a high school teacher too. He had his doctorate and everything, but the church never was in debt. Very very good, holy man, but he never had to move or anything. Like I said, I think the family might have owned that property or something. I'm not sure, but they had a huge farm, and that's where the church camp and everything was. But very strict, like, no dice and cards and things like that. So, very wholesome. And he's such a good inspiration. He was a good guy. I wish I had him he was only my pastor as an adult for a couple of years, because he was so much older. He was my grandma's age. His wife is wonderful. But at least I got, experience some of his preaching as a child, but most as an adult, it would have been great to have him as my preacher. I think I could have learned so much more, It's hard to find that kind of old-fashioned preacher that really preaches from the Bible and from the heart like that, Would you say Methodist is better than Mormon? Hello, world. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Would I say Methodist is better than Mormon? I don't think that one's better than another. in my opinion, I think whatever comes to your heart is what it is. So I don't think there's a religion that's better than another. That's between you and God. I think your religion is a personal journey that you share with others to learn and to grow. But it's a personal journey. So that's something that I don't think anybody can speak for you or for religion but you. Even if it's Muslim or, like you said, Mormon or Buddhist or Hinduism, it's a personal relationship between you and God. And that's how I feel about it. I honestly feel about that. Because I struggled when I took the study of the New Testament. It was with a Jewish professor, and he really made me question a lot of, not me, but the class, question a lot of our beliefs that we grew up with. And I had to do the biggest soul search. And it took me a couple of years to really soul search and figure things out. And I also took the study of the Western religions. And so, which I took that one first, then the study of the New Testament. So I think that's what I learned from my journey of going through what is this and what's that and why does it do this, and it's personal, and you're just sharing for knowledge and growth. And that's how I feel about that. Probably a little TMI for you, but that's how I feel about it. My ancestors are Mormon, and a variety of others are as well. My ancestors, race, religion, many nations, tribes, and clans. My family are very mixed. There you go. I study research all nations. Oh, nice. What's my same thing? Same opinion on any religion. What's your least favorite religion? I don't have a least favorite religion at all. Even if you're atheist, that's a religion because you have to believe in something not to believe in something. But I honestly think it's a personal thing. Okay, let's see. That's number 8. I'm stuck, guys. I'm stuck. 8. Maybe. Where's 7? 5. Alright, this doesn't make sense, guys. 6. I don't see 7. Alright, so there's 6. There's 8. Where's 7? I don't see 7. Honestly, don't see 7. Maybe it's this one. Alright, we're going to try it. I bet this is it. That would make sense. Okay. This would have to be it. Okay, yep. The thing was confusing. Well, that was confusing. There was a sign that said do not knock because of the dogs. They said it was a joke, not for real. $26 now. Oh, messed that up. All right, let's see what we got. It was $26, but it was like 50 items, so I didn't want to do that. I'll catch up, you guys. Hold on. Get out of this mess. Okay. See where we're at. Okay, your thought on Jews. I have Jewish, Muslim families. I don't have a favorite religion. I'll leave that to everyone's own soul research. Yes, Pat. All of us have our own personal journey. Exactly. Have you ever put a mannequin in your trunk and fooled the customer and thinking there's a corpse in the trunk? Absolutely not. No way. I don't think I could do that. I think I would be scared. I'd forget that I did it. Then I'd scare myself. Seen tons of stuff in South Carolina, SoCal. What was the goal today and how long were you out? Okay, the goal was 200. I've been out since 8:30. My first 2 hours, I made $80. Then it's been but I'm $1.35 away from my goal. And I've been out since 8:30, so that's 9. I've been out for 9.5 hours. I've gone 126 miles. So, hey, that is good. Hello World says, have you swapped the DoorDash order with the big of piranhas? Convince the customer it was tuna egg. Amy, I checked your channel. Very interesting. Amy has a channel? I didn't know. I don't have a channel. Okay. I was going to say, oh no. I still love your philosophy. I like your philosophy too, Amy. Have you ever spent your day earnings from DoorDash at a big gulp at 7-Eleven? I don't have a 7-Eleven. Is that not crazy? No 7-Eleven here. How dare they not give us a 7-Eleven? Hey, DJM, how's it going? I was lurking all day in your live. Interesting. I enjoy listening to you guys talk. I just come here and bug carnivore. Let's go. That's right. So DJM, our question of the day is, what inspires you? Do you have anything that inspires you? All right, Papa John's and Jeff I don't do, so we're not doing that one. And no 7-Eleven. Oh no, I know, no 7-Eleven. We have a Speedway. Someone on my chat the other day said that Speedway bought 7-Eleven or 7-Eleven bought Speedway. I'll take this one. It's not a good order, but it'll make my goal. And so I don't know if that's true, because when I had a Speedway order the other day, and I did pick up the big gulps. So I guess they're somehow connected. DJM in the house. All of you wonderful tips of advice. Making others happy. Aw, that was a good one, DJM. We've had some really good answers today. So, just enjoying the day. We've talked about math, computers, animals, traveling, and religion. So, I just love my chats. We have a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And I like that answer, DJM. Make others happy. It's pretty awesome. I like that too. I just like to be positive, do something positive. I don't like, I've been trying to learn about doing lives because there's so much I have to learn. Like I said earlier, I might know computers, but I don't know social media. And so I've been kind of like just checking out random lives and stuff to get some information. And I watch their stuff for just a minute. I'm like, wow, I don't get it. And they'll have like 500 people watching them and they're sleeping, or they are, I don't know what they're doing. I can't even figure it out. And then I stay a couple of minutes and I have no idea what the purpose of this live is. And I'm like, how do they have this many people watching them? I don't understand. And so I just enjoy good conversation. That's because I was trying to think, well, what do I like about lives? And I just like good conversation, fun stuff, or just something interesting. today I tried to get into Charles' live, but some reason I couldn't get into his live. I don't know what happened. I guess maybe it ended early or something. I don't know what I did wrong. That's the point. Have fun on here. That's right. Don't believe the big numbers. Aw, thank you, DJ. Appreciate that. I know it kind of breaks your heart when you see all those big things, those big numbers, and you're like, ah. Some people pay $5 for 500 views per live stream. Really? I did not know that. I have so much to learn. I did not know people paid $5 for 500 views. Interesting. And I guess just to look big. I guess I don't understand a word that you said earlier on your live was organic growth. And if it's not organic growth, don't make sense. Like to me, I guess, because how do you keep that base, or uh, how do you build a good community? Because if you just have random people instead of a community, I think there's such a difference in that. So I do love my people. We just have fun, just chat. I love it. I call y'all my people. Sorry. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. When I was a manager once, didn't mean it, but I was, instead of saying unit or whatever, I said, oh, my people like da da da, and it offended my staff. They're not my people. So it is a bad habit for me to say. So I apologize. I never got out of it. Most people didn't care, but this one unit did not like that. You build a community. Exactly. Grow naturally and people will come. I like that too. And I hope so. It might take a while for me, but I like that word you used today, organic. And I liked, I don't think you saw my comment when I commented earlier, but you said just try to improve 1% a day. And that was very needed for me, and I appreciate that so much. I don't think you saw me say I liked that. But even just in life, I thought that was a good statement. Just improve 1% a day. And I appreciate you making that comment. And I'm going to work on that. It took Mr. Beast 2 years, 600 videos to get 1,000 subs. That's right. I did. Oh, you did see it. Good. Maybe I got out or whatever. Absolutely. You're a genuine soul, Grandma Moore, and it shows. Oh, thank you, Miss Amy. Oh, that's all right. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I appreciated that comment. Since you're here, I thought I'd just bring it up. And I thought it was good for everybody to hear. If anybody watches or replay or that's on here, I think that's just a good statement in general. And there's always something I could improve on. Like, my story earlier was, this car kept honking at me, and when they went around, they honked more, and I did flip them off. And that's what I pray about a lot, is not to get mad at people when they drive. But I did it today. I did flip them off, and then I feel really bad. So that's my 1% today, is working on that. So I don't do that tomorrow. Or that's my 1% for tomorrow. Don't do that again. But it's hard not to when they sit there and honk and be mad at you. The more people and the more people in depth, the topic, the harder is it to respond to. Yes, you had a lot of people, you had a lot of going on. I get that. No problem. All saints are close to perfect. Only saints are close to perfect. There you go. I really messed up on that one today. Oh, he made me so mad. I'm like, oh, thank goodness I'm not live. But then I tell him myself anyway. All right, let me grab this pizza. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you. Y'all are the best. George Michael was playing on in there, and I'm like, oh man, I remember the day he died. And the kid just looked at me, and the manager's like, he has no idea who George Michael is. What? You don't know who George Michael is? All right, I just thought that was crazy. All right, I was trying to figure out where I was going. Only for sure, Amy. That's right. Well, none of us are perfect, but being able to, it takes a village, and helping each other, giving each other support's always nice. Even when you, like, telling you my horrible story about the guy that I did that to, you make it sound positive. It's okay. Try it again. We help each other. Oh, I got out here in the middle, and then they all decide to go slow. I hate that. All right, here we go. On the road safely. Thank goodness. Oh, man, it is so pretty. Nice not to have that humidity. But I don't know. There's so many, even though there's all these negative things in the world and blah, 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 there's so many things that you can look at and see that is inspiring. So something that's been going on, and I don't know how to ask this question, but on Tuesday, I had this delivery in the country, and it was, let me get a drink. I had a horrible Uber day on Tuesday, and I picked up these Walmart orders, and it was all these deliveries in the country. So I go to this one road, and it's like a gravel road, and you got to go about a half a mile down it. But when I go to turn down the gravel road, there was all these butterflies, like tons and tons of butterflies. Oh, it was my anniversary. I do remember that. So it was Tuesday. And I'm like, okay. And as I drive down the road, there's more butterflies and more butterflies. So my husband decides to take me out for dinner for our anniversary. And he said, let's go for a small ride, on our way back. We're just doing the anniversary thing, And we're driving a little bit in the country, a little bit in the small city. It's not really a city. And more butterflies, more butterflies. I keep seeing butterflies. Today I saw tons of butterflies. So I looked it up, and there's like a spiritual meaning when you see tons of butterflies. And it could be scientific, it could be spiritual. There's all these things. And I just want to know what your thoughts are, if you've experienced that. Usually, you see a butterfly here or there. You might see but I'm seeing tons and tons of butterflies. Does anybody know the meaning of that? Hey, CJ, thanks for stopping in. I hope you're having a great Friday. I appreciate you stopping in. Signs from God is what I think. I got a butterfly on a video on my stream today. Really? That is strange. That is strange. Signs from God. That's what they're saying, like a rebirth. You're like going to the next, how did it word it? Something like you're making some kind of metamorphosis change and being rebirthed or something. And then DJ says he had a butterfly on his live stream today. That is crazy. What is going on? So what's the sign? What's the sign? It started to get like a complex because today is Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days of butterflies. And I love butterflies. But, I see one every once in a while. But this is like tons. Like in the most random place. So, and for DJ to get wood too. Maybe I sent it your way, DJ. I don't know. That was crazy. The one area was a whole bunch of the yellow ones. It's like a whole bunch of yellow ones. And then the big, beautiful orange and brown ones randomly. So that is like kind of flipping me out. One time when we were building our porch, I was sitting outside, and I have pictures. A butterfly landed on my leg, and it stayed there for like hours and hours. I like afraid to move. I just kept taking pictures, and even if I moved a little bit, it still stayed on my leg. And that was 4 years years ago or something, about 3 or 4 years ago, and stayed on my leg for hours. It was so weird. Maybe you're growing in your bravery. I hope so. I hope so. You know that it's true. You know, my verse this year is Mark 4:40, and that's what I was gonna say about my inspiration too. Like when we did that series about dashing in Florida, even though that looked like fun and everything, that took a lot of courage because I didn't have one reservation, nothing. And I like a little bit more organization. I like spontaneity, but I like a little bit of planning. And we just went with it. So that was a lot. I needed a lot of bravery for that, believe it or not. What does it mean when you get banned from YouTube and then you do a send-off video at a cemetery and the song ends and you're in front of a headstone that says Dean? That's weird. That is what's that word I'm looking for? Very I was gonna say irony, but that's not it. Like a sign or something. I don't know. I can't think of the word I want to use, but that was strange. Very strange. Very strange. I took that as a message from God, right? What is it called? There's a word for it actually, but I can't figure it out. I didn't plan it. It was wild. That is crazy. Coincidence, not coincidence. But there's a specific word I'm trying to think of. But yes, some kind of sign for sure. Especially since you didn't plan it, it just happened. I believe in God sending signs out of norm. Just a thought. Yes, me too. I just don't know. Definitely think it's a sign or something spiritual for sure. But then of course, the next line was scientifically it says. And I'm like, I don't think that was scientifically. Why did I meet Dean? And then the head software engineer for YouTube found my stream and gave me a direct email to report people. I know. Like, why is all this stuff all of a sudden like falling in place for you? It's just like, and the support you're getting and the guidance you're getting, or the guide. I guess you could say that the YouTube engineer was like guidance. It's kind of interesting how things like there's all these are coming together. It feels like, how do these pieces come together? I didn't even know they fit together, right? That's pretty interesting. It's just like things are really, really fitting for you, and you have it's like me, but I'd never done YouTube. But then it was in my heart that God wanted me to do the devotions, and so got to be so strong I just did it. And I think that's what's going on with you. Like, all right, I'm just gonna do this YouTube thing, and now you have a mission, a passion, and I think it's so exciting. And I think you're gonna be such a good help for everyone. You've got a good message, a good what's the word? Good task in front of you that's so helpful for so many people, and that's exciting. I believe I'm good with God. Yes, I think you are. You're definitely. I think He's given you a mission. Definitely, you have a mission, so that's always exciting. And for it to be, it's just becoming clearer and clearer. What was the verse the other day? You know, it's like if you stop and you listen, God will give you the path. You know, ask for the knowledge and everything, and He'll give you the path. He'll tell you where to go and what to do. And I think that's what's happening to you. It's just like boom. The Lord works in mysterious ways. He does, for sure. My friend got upset with me because I said no political or religious talk on my stream. I have enough of a target on my back. I don't need more. I saw that. I felt so bad for you. I'll be right back. I wanted to respond. I didn't, because I wanted to say, like, on my channel, um, I talk religion, but I don't go to other people's channel and talk religion. It's their choice. But I didn't want to say it like that, so I just didn't say anything. I mostly listened because I was working. So sometimes that's all I do. I just get to listen. I don't get to interact, but whenever I'm at stop signs or something. So, but it's everybody's channel is their own thing, and we have to respect that person's channel. Just because you like I don't mind talking religion. That's my whole point of my channel. Other people don't. I'm not going to go to your channel and talk about it unless that's what you're talking about. That's how I feel about it, though. These days, you must be more careful, DJM. It's just a good idea. Yes, being careful. And you don't know who's watching, what's going on with Gene and everything. You just don't know. Like, now I'm like super nervous about who I talk to and what's going on, and I'm just like very nervous about things. I don't know. I'm trying to look to see. Alright, so I just made 202.65. I think I might work a little bit longer just because I'm having so much fun on this live, and maybe I'll make a couple extra bucks and see what happens. And yes, I'm comfortable here talking about it. Good, I'm glad. So I'm just kind of looking through to make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright. Sometimes I start doing stuff and I forget. I think I definitely wouldn't want to go, there's one person that sometimes comes to my life and they do gaming. And so, to pay it forward, I go to their channel and watch their lives a little bit. But as they're playing Fortnite or something, I'm not going to talk about religion or talk about anything besides doing. I know nothing about Fortnite, but at least doing encouraging things like that, But definitely interest, just being respectful for the person's channel. I have YouTube overloads watching my account. If people make false reports, they are being into. Wow. You have YouTube. I have YouTube. I mean, now that you have this passion and mission, you're talking about you're up till 6 o'clock in the morning trying to do all this stuff. I'm sure that you're feeling excited, but definitely overloaded, exhausted. Just definitely pray for guidance and being able to get finding that balance. Sometimes that's really hard. Whenever I did a lot of traveling for my job, and I did had to do a lot of things. I would get so wrapped up into it, forgot about myself and my family, and that happens. So you definitely have to pray for guidance. That fine line. It is a fine line. But if you don't, you'll wear yourself out, and then you're no good for the mission. The best thing my mom taught me, I had a lot of kids, right? And I was just getting worn out, and she's like, let me watch the kids for the night. And I'm like, no, nobody can watch my kids. They're my kids. And she said, you're no good to them if you're worn out and exhausted. If you're not taken care of, you can't take, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your kids. If you get sick or something. And that was such a good point. And I'm just passing that to you, DJ, as you're doing this. Don't forget, if you don't take care of yourself, you're no good to nobody if you're not getting the rest and the nutrition you need. That was a good lesson my mom taught me. I thought it was good. I thought you to, yes, keep the topic to the stream. Overloads, huh? Overloads, yes. Topic up to the stream, definitely. Okay, let me pick up this order. I'll be right back. Hey Trish, are you still there? Haven't heard from you for a minute. Want to make sure you're still in there. Miss Amy. All right, 5 minutes to drop those off. I think it was a horrible order, but I did that anyway. This chat gave me a great idea. I'm going to get YouTube to run a script that mentions my username in the days after people's channel so they can find suspects. Okay. The days after people's channels so they can find suspects. Hey, Pink Palm Upper, how are you? Yes, I remember you and Jules. I do. I hear a motorcycle, I just don't see one. Try to think what you're saying here. Okay, so I guess after, I don't know. Well, maybe that'll work for you, DJ. There's a lot of DJs. I guess it would have to be the actual name, right? Okay. This is a bad order. But, all right, I'm glad we got you gave you some ideas. All right. What inspires you, Pink Palm Puffer? You got it. Anything that gives you an inspiration? She can't join because her baby sister was born. Her name is Kaylee, and she was born yesterday, so she is going to see her. Oh, how nice! My baby may be born one of these days. He's being stubborn. He don't want to be born, I guess. He's like his mama. She was only like 2 weeks late. I guess he's gonna be 2 weeks late. It's driving me crazy. I just want this baby to come out so I can see my new grandbaby. Well, tell Jules congratulations on her new baby sister. That's so exciting. How fun. And Kaylee's a cute name. Fun. Awesome. I think little babies are so cute. So sweet. I love it whenever you use the baby magic lotion. Get the baby a bath and you put the baby magic lotion on them and they just have this smell. I think that's what it's called. And the pink stuff. And they just smell so much like a baby. It's so sweet. And their little toes. Oh my goodness. I love little babies. It's been, I have watched 2 of my grandchildren be born, though. Both of those were C-sections, though. And I was the first one to hold both of those babies. Because their mamas were having the, different issues being in C-sections. So, it was kind of sad and kind of cool, too. All the same. The one I got to go help get his very first bath at the hospital and everything. It was so cool. I have a big baby though. I'm I'm going to go write an email to them now. Thanks. Awesome. Way to go. I'm glad we were helpful to you. And I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much, DJM. I appreciate you. Yeah, congratulations. Chicken. Okay. Make sure I caught up on everything. Interesting. I will be back. I have to go home and charge my phone. Bye for now. Bye. I don't know how much longer I'll stay, but hopefully we'll get to catch up with you. It's so exciting about the new baby. Yay. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Man, time just goes by so fast. It's like let me say, I think. So, my second daughter, when she got married, her wedding card is my favorite wedding card I ever saw. It's a little boy and a little girl in the tuxedo and a wedding dress. And it says, this is how we'll see you forever kind of thing. You know, like as a little girl and a little boy. And she said something the other day. Now she's 30, what? Shoot, I'm going to get it wrong. I think she's 34. Yep, she's 34. And, but that's how I will always see them. Is, you know, and I love that wedding card. Because, like I said, little boy with the tuxedo, little girl with the wedding dress. And it's like, you know, congratulations on your wedding, blah, blah, and you open it up, it's like, you know, you might be grown up or whatever, but this is how I will always see you. And it's, I know they have kids and what have you, but they always just, there's a certain age that each one of my kids are stuck at for me. You know, like, for her, it's probably about 8 years old. Like, that's how I always see her in her 8-year-old face. My one daughter, it's probably about that, but one of them is 10 years old. That's how I see her. I don't know why. There's certain stages, but that's how I see them for the rest of their life. Even though I know they're, you know, they're getting some wrinkles or their hair is changing or whatever, I just see them that way. And it's hard for me to see them any other way. And I think it's hard, you know, to watch them raise kids when you see them as a kid, because you want to take care of it and you want to solve it. And I struggle with that a little bit, but oh well, it is what it is, I guess. I think being a mom of adult children is so much different than I expected it to be. And you watch these movies and, you know, it is certain ways. It's like, that's not how it is for me. I wanted to be like that. But I like that all 4 of my kids are very strong, independent ladies. And I love that. That is the best blessing. No matter what's going on, they're very strong and independent. I am so blessed. And I like that my grandbabies think I'm awesome, but they like Grandpa better. I haven't figured that out. I don't know why they like Grandpa better than me. But they do. Little boogers. Alright. Trying to drop this off. I might head home soon. What an awesome day. Beautiful. Met my goal. I kind of feel like staying out, but I'm kind of ready to go home and enjoy this weather too. I think this is going to end up being my last order. for sure. I'm just tired, you know. It's like, I'm excited to keep going though, but I don't know. Ah, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons here. Let's see, where am I going? 11. Okay. Let's do this. Be right back. I worked exactly 10 hours. I made $209.15, so 20 bucks an hour, and went 136 miles. So, not gonna complain about that at all. I don't know if you can see my mileage or not. Might be my steering wheel. All right, 130. So pretty good, pretty good. Happy about that. And so, all right, I think I'm gonna be done for the day. I'm pretty excited about that. I thank you all so much. We had a great conversation. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate you all stopping in and chilling. I like that we have real conversations and just hang out together. I think it's awesome. So y'all hang in there. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. I might not be back on until Monday, I think. If I get bored tomorrow while I'm working, I might stop back by, but go live, but I doubt it. We'll see. All right. Have a good one. Be happy. God bless you. Bye-bye.